gentlemen, it is your boy Gorilla Matt coming at you with the NFL Week 14 2021 season winners losers prediction stream. Let's do it. I was a little late with that. The song ended before I finished talking. Bummer. Don't worry, this is still gonna be a great stream. Damn it! No. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last week was okay. We had a winning record last week. Could have been better, but of course I officially went against the Lions, and like right before kickoff, I'm like, no, this is the game. This is the game Detroit takes the win. And I was like, nah, I can't I feel like it's too late to change that. I'm like, I already did the video, but congratulations to the Detroit Lions for getting the first win against the Minnesota Vikings last week. That was great. So I'm so happy for Detroit. My record on the year so far is 106 correct guesses to 74 incorrect guesses. So we created some space last week. We got 9 right, 5 wrong. No, we're now 115 correct, 79 incorrect. Sorry, the 106.74 was last week's. I wasn't looking at my newest number. So 115 correct guesses so far in the year, 79 incorrect guesses. And a lot of those incorrect guesses were upsets that I think the entire world got wrong that I'm still bummed about. Like, what? That should not happen. Anyway, this is going to be a quick stream. My plans over the next few days just changed this morning. And so I probably won't stream later tonight like Fortnite stuff, which was the original plan. Because I gotta go to bed early because I gotta be up early. So here are my predictions for this week. We're gonna start off with the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Minnesota Vikings tonight. I'm really excited about this game, mainly because I think Pittsburgh's got a chance. At least I'm telling myself Pittsburgh's got a chance. Dalvin Cook is trying to come back, and he might even be in the lineup tonight for a little bit. I don't know what his actual workload would be like, but that's just impressive feat on its own. Like that dude's a tank. Coming from a Packer fan, I can appreciate good football players even if you're on the team that I don't like. Khalil Mack, the entire Bears defense pretty much. Dalvin Cook, Jay Jetta, you can appreciate good football, and I do like some of the players on the Vikings, but I'm really I'm gonna go with my heart, and my heart is really hoping the Steelers get the win. It really depends on which Ben Roethlisberger we get. But I believe they're getting Chase Claypool back tonight too, which that's a nice weapon for them on offense, especially with Juju out for the season. I'm going to go Steelers, and I don't know how I feel about that. My heart tells me yes. My brain tells me Minnesota at home, they have a chance. Because Minnesota is fighting for their life right now. They are fighting for their life to get into the wild card spot in the NFC, and they need this win. They need this win. If the Vikings lose and the Packers win, the Packers clinch the NFC North this weekend, and that is what I want. That would make my heart so happy. But I could definitely see Kirk Cousins is playing really good football. No doubt about that. They're playing at home. The Steelers have been kind of hit or miss this year, and they've been missed more than they've been hit, I think. But I'm going to go Steelers just to make this game more fun for me so that when I'm watching it tonight, when I really should be sleeping, I'm like, come on, Steelers! Just to watch the Vikings cry again. That would be awesome. But next you have the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington football team. The Washington football team's been sneaky good. They're extending drives. They're taking a lot of time off the clock. And they're winning games. I still think... Sorry, my allergies are flaring up too, so I'm going to be sniffling a little bit. Because I can't, breathe. I didn't take my allergy meds this morning. I need to go take them now. But I'm like, if I take them now, I'm going to start falling asleep. I would start falling asleep during the stream, and I still have things I have to do tonight. So I can't take them quite yet. So I'm going to suffer along with you guys. So apologies in advance for any sniffling and any other signs, symptoms I show of my allergies. I'm just allergic to everything. I've made that assumption. I know nurses can't diagnose, but I'm diagnosing myself with allergies to everything. Dallas, I still think, takes the NFC East, but Washington's been playing really good. They're playing at home, and Washington too. Like they're 2 games behind Dallas for the NFC East, and if they win out, they're putting themselves in a great position to win the division. Because I think this is the first meeting with Dallas they have. I don't think this is their second. I don't think they'd play Dallas in back-to-back weeks. Yeah, this is their first meeting because they meet the second time in week 16. So even right there alone, if they win out, they take the division essentially. So Washington's got some stuff they're fighting for. But I like Dallas. I think Dallas gets the win. I just trust that Dallas team more than I trust the Washington's team. But I could see this being an upset. Next you have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. And, hey, which Titans are we going to see? You know, are we going to see the dominant Titans team that we saw in the beginning of the year, or right after Derrick Henry went down, or are we going to see the Titans team lately that just absolutely sucks? Good question. I can, feel my nose starting to run. This is obnoxious. I'm going to try to make this a quick stream because I feel gross right now. I'm going to go Titans just because the Jaguars are kind of falling apart right now. And I don't know how badly the Jaguars are trying to get the number 1 seed. Like with the Lions winning last week, the Jaguars are essentially 1 game behind the Lions for that number 1 seed in the draft. Not seed, number 1 overall pick in the draft. And unlike the Lions who desperately need a quarterback, because I don't think they're going to stick with Jared Goff forever. Jared Goff is not their long-time solution at quarterback. The Jaguars have that guy in Trevor Lawrence, or who they believe is that guy in Trevor Lawrence. So they really need to use these high picks at getting some skill players to put around Trevor Lawrence. And so, on the Pat McAfee show, they talk about how teams don't intentionally lose. Players want to win. Players go out there and they try to win. But do you want to lose this one? Because it would make sense. You're not going to the playoffs. You're not. I don't want to say your season's over, but your season's over. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one. But I could see the pride of Jacksonville trying to stick it to Houston. Not Houston. I was looking at the next game. Trying to stick it to Nashville. Next, you have the Seattle Seahawks at the Houston Texans. This is the shit show bowl of the matchup of the week. Both teams kind of suck. I know the Seahawks are coming off a win, right? They won last week. Yeah, they lost to the 49ers. If I'm not mistaken, I can't keep track. Because on my sheet, I only write who I think's going to win. Yeah, they beat the 49ers last week. It was their first win in quite some time. I'm actually going to go with Seattle here just because Houston also is right behind Jacksonville and Detroit for getting that number 1 pick. And the Texans actually need a quarterback. But see, I don't follow college football close enough, so I don't know if there's a standout quarterback that they would want to draft. I do know the kid from Ohio State. I'm not sure if he's declared yet. I know he's a Heisman finalist, but I don't know if he's declared to try and enter the draft. I don't know how that. Hey, the missus resubscribes. Let's throw some GGs in chat and some cheers. Thanks, wifey. Hey, get you a wife that supports you on Twitch. Uses her Twitch Prime on you. Let's go. Let's go. Free money. I'm going to go Seattle. I think Seattle gets the win here as they try to salvage whatever's left of the season. Seattle, if they win out If they win every single game from here until the end, they can technically finish with a winning record. They can end 9-8. That sounds a lot better than 8-9. I think the Seahawks really are going to try their hardest to run the table. But can they do it? I don't know. Next, you have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. I think this is going to be a sneaky good game. The Chiefs have kind of created some separation. A little bit. I mean, you have the Chargers right behind them at 7-5. But I can see this being a really sneaky good game where the Raiders keep it close and may even win. But the Chiefs have kind of gotten back on track, and I hate going against the Chiefs, even though they've had their struggles this year. Like I really like Andy Reid, I like Patrick Mahomes, I like Travis Kelce, I like all the weapons that team has. I'm going with the Chiefs. Next, you have the Saints at the Jets. I'm gonna go Jets. I'm going Jets, and you guys are probably like, wait, what? I don't know what I'm getting with the Saints. And I know, the Saints beat the Packers. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Look at the Saints record right now and look at the Packers record. You think I'm upset about that? No, not at all. I think the Jets get a sneaky win this week. That's gonna be like, I don't know if it would be considered an upset, but I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets. And I'm already starting to regret that decision, but I'm not going against my my gut. Next, you have the Atlanta Falcons going to Carolina and the Carolina Panthers. Jesus Christ, I don't like both of these teams. Can I just say they both lose because technically they could tie, but which team sucks less? That's the question. Cam Newton looked awful recently. The Falcons have looked like shit all season. Why is my mom trying to call me during stream? She should know better. I'm just kidding. I'll call her back. I don't know. I'm going to go with Carolina because I still trust that Cam's got some juice in him. This is an opponent that Cam should have some familiarity with playing because, he was a Panther for such a long time before kind of moving around a little bit. But I could see it going either way because both teams are just awful. Next, you have the Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland playing the Browns. Hey, look, the Browns need this win. Like, the AFC North and the AFC West are the two tightest divisions right now in football. The Browns need this win desperately. And the Ravens would love this win because it would create some extra separation in the division. It would be a huge divisional win for them. Because look, you have the Steelers; they're at 6-5-1. So the Steelers, you got some slack. Ravens lead the division, the division at 8-4. The Browns are 6-6. The Bengals are 7-5. So the Bengals are one game behind Baltimore. So they're close. They're 2 games, but if you drop this game to Cleveland, they're 1 game behind you, and it's very close. The Ravens need to win this game to increase the distance between the Browns and them. That'd be a nice little dagger there to Cleveland. And then it continues to maintain that 1 game of separation if the Bengals can go and win against the 49ers this weekend. So I'm going to go Ravens. Because even though they lost last week, and they had a questionable game-ending call. Why you got Justin Tucker back there? Why go for 2 when you can tie it and force overtime? Like, I get it, that winning, aggressive mentality, like, let's win now. I love it, and I do love that Ravens offense, and I think that you always have a chance with Lamar there. But tie the game. Force overtime. Trust your guy. I don't know. That was a tough one for them. My sister was so upset when that game ended. She called me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was a very questionable call. Next, you have the Giants at Chargers. I'm going Chargers, and that is probably my easiest pick of the week. And then watch, the Giants will fucking destroy the Chargers. But listen, I like the Chargers. They know where they are in their division. They are right behind the Kansas City Chiefs. They need this win. And if you lose to the Giants, is your season over? The Giants are awful. Next, you have the Lions coming off a win, going up against the Broncos. Do I go Lions? I'm gonna ride the momentum. The Lions get the win against the Broncos. I'm riding that Lion high. Next, you have the 49ers at the Bengals. The 49ers are kind of starting to pick things up a little bit. They did lose to Seattle last week. I don't think Jimmy G is the future for them at quarterback. I am excited to see more of Trey Lance. What's up, Red Sox guy? I'm doing well. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to go with Bengals, though. The Bengals, they just need to play a full 60 minutes of football. They started pretty slow against the Chargers last week. I think if they pick things up where they left off and just hit the ground running this week against the 49ers, they get the win. I'm going to go Bengals. Next but not least, I think this is going to be a good matchup, but I also at the same time feel like this could be a shit show. The Bills have no run defense, if you haven't noticed. You know, they let Jonathan Taylor run for 5 touchdowns a few weeks ago. Last week against the New England Patriots, the Patriots threw the ball only 3 times that game. And they won 14-10. Tampa Bay is not a stupid team. Tom Brady's not dumb. Hey, if your team has no run defense, I'm going to hand the ball off. But they're playing in Tampa, so it's going to be warm in Tampa. It's going to be nice in Tampa. So they won't have to worry about the weather affecting their game, and Josh Allen will be able to rip the ball a little bit easier. I would love to see Buffalo win this game. I would love it. I would love to see Tom Brady lose to an old division rival, but I think the Bucs get the win. The Bucs, they're entering the end of the season. They want to make sure that they are pushing for that number 1 seed. Oh, excuse me. In the NFC, there's a few teams in the NFC that are just right there at the very top trying to get that number 1 seed. Right now, the Cardinals hold that spot at 10-2. The Packers are right behind. The Buccaneers are right behind. The Rams are right there, too. I think the Bucs get the win. But I could see it going either way if the Bills can get their run defense put together. Next, you have the game of the week. The Chicago Bears at Green Bay Packers. I'll go Packers. Easy pick. I still own you! The last time the Packers met the Bears this season at Soldier Field, Aaron Rodgers, of course, delivered that amazing line to the Chicago Bear fans in the stands. I still own you. I've always owned you. Beautiful, because he has. Statistically, he's just freaking owned the Chicago Bears, and I would love to see them win again. Obviously, I want the Packers to rack up as many wins as we can, because I want the number 1 seed. I want that bye week in the playoffs. So, I'm going Packers. Easy pick. Justin Fields is going to be starting. He's coming back from injury. You know, is he actually ready to come back? I don't know. Let's torment him a little bit on defense, shall we? The last game of the week are the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. This is the game. I want the Rams to win. Because if the Packers win, then the Packers jump into the number 1 seed because they hold tie-breaking over the Cardinals since they beat the Cardinals. But obviously then that puts the Rams right behind us too. But the Rams have been right behind us. So it's like, okay, you just beat the Rams too. So if you tie with the Rams, you still hold the record over them. So this is a game I'm going to go with my heart instead of maybe my brain. Both teams are fantastic. I'm going to go with the Rams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is those are the picks. I'll run through them real quick. If you guys are watching this on Twitch right now, whether it was live or on the VOD, I appreciate you so much. Please consider dropping a follow as we inch closer every single stream to the huge goal milestone of 1,000 followers on the Twitch stream. I can't even believe that is right there. I mean, I just want to grab it. Like, it's right there. 1,000 followers. We're so close. So please consider following if you haven't done so already. If you're watching this after I export it over to YouTube, Gorillamat TV, please consider subscribing. I don't think we're going to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year unless, like, I have a video blow up, and I just don't anticipate that. I think I'm a pretty cool guy, but there's a lot of really cool people on YouTube, and with how small of a little blip that I take up on YouTube, I'm like, what are my chances? Slim, but hey, I'm going to still fight for it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider dropping a sub as we try to get to 100 subs on YouTube. That's our goal right now. Thank you so much for watching. Let's run through these picks. Tonight we have the Steelers. Then we have Dallas, the Titans. We have Seattle, the Chiefs, the Jets, the Panthers, the Ravens, the Chargers, the Lions, the Bengals, the Buccaneers, the Packers, and the Rams. Those are my picks this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. So the next stream will likely be Sunday night. I had some stuff come up, and I'm going to be away for the next few days. I'll update you guys later on that. So enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Sunday night. We'll do a nice long night stream, play some Fortnite with everybody. We can do customs, we can do creative, we can play pubs. I don't care. We'll have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. It's your boy Gorilla Matt saying, let's throw on music first, and then we'll do the thanks for watching scene.